There was a line across the night, too thin to be a road, too red to be the morning, too quiet to be blood. The city closed its tired eyes, the moon fell on the rain. I stood where no one called my name and learned to look away. I have seen the fire sleep inside a human hand. I have watched the records fade like footprints in the sand. It was another kind of red, not the color of a wound, not the anger of the living, not the ending coming soon. It was another kind of red, on the water, on the dead. It was guilt, it was fire, it was everything unsaid. Without a birthday, a man who dreamed of trees, a room that smelled of moonlight, a city on its knees. No one wrote the body down, no one heard the call. If memory's not enough, then nothing lived at all. Carried silent names underneath my skin. Some were never born again, some were never given in. It was another kind of red, not the color of a wound, not the anger of the living, not the ending coming soon. It was another kind of red, on the water, on the dead. It was guilt, it was fire, it was everything unsaid. Do not ask me where I came from, do not ask me what I saw. Some doors open into darkness, some lives vanish into low. I was standing at the border where the night and morning met, and the only thing still shining was a red I can't forget. It was another kind of red, not the color of a wound, not the anger of the living, not the ending coming soon. It was another kind of red, on the water in my head. It was blood, it was mercy, it was all we never said. Another kind of red, another kind of red, across the dark, across the dead. I was named by the valley where the wild fruit grew. No letter in a blanket, no trace of who was who. They gave me January 1st, a day without a face, a number on a locked gate, a borrowed little place. No one came back for me. No one crossed the snow. No mother in the doorway. No father I could know. I learned to keep my hands still. I learned to hide the blade. I learned that every child must pay for being saved. I was named by the valley, by the sweetness on the ground, by the fruit no hand had gathered, by a silence with no sound. January 1st was the day they let me be, but no one lit a candle. No one came back from me. I rode a blue bicycle underneath the moon, 4 numbers for a lock and an old forgotten tune. The night knew all my secrets, the road knew where I'd been. I never asked the mirror whose eyes I carried in. If I had a beginning, it was hidden in the leaves. If I had a family, they were shadows in the trees. So I became a question with a name I did not choose. A girl who learned to follow, a girl with nothing left to lose. I was named by the valley, by the sweetness on the ground, by the fruit no hand had gathered, by a silence with no sound. January 1st was the day they let me be, but no one lit a candle. No one came back from me. The valley remembered me. $30,000 voices breaking in the air. He was shouting at the field like he had no trouble there. Beer foam on his fingers, old oil in the fries. A man I called Onion with ordinary eyes. I had a needle in my hand and an order in my head, but the closer that I followed, the less he looked like dead. I had no reason of my own, no hatred I could name, only someone else's silence, only someone else's claim. I had no reason of my own, just the moon, the glass, the door, and a man who turned his wrist like he had lived this life before. He drank alone at Noir with tofu in the steam, checked his phone in little pieces like a man inside a dream. He walked with heavy shoulders, but his steps were almost clean. Nothing in his tired mouth told me what he might have been. I had studied every habit, every pause and every scar, but no one ever taught me what to do with who we are. I had no reason of my own, no hatred I could name, only someone else's silence, only someone else's claim. I had no reason of my own, just the moon, the glass, the door, and a man who turned his wrist like he had lived this life before. If he had been cruel, it would have been easy. If he had been evil, I could have been cold. But he was just a man with a drink before him and secrets in his body getting tired and old. And the man I came to finish looked human at the door. No reason of my own, no reason of my own, only the order and the bone. Smoke was lying on the road like an animal asleep. The gate was black against the moon. The hill was hard and steep. I knew the storms beneath my feet. I knew the iron sound, but something in the dark had changed before I turned around. Was burning, not loud, not wild, not bright, just a red wound in the valley, opening through the night. Children without birthdays, names written into dust. Rules that made us disappear were turning into rust. The farm was burning, and I could not call it home. Home was never home, but it was all I'd ever known. The farm was burning underneath the moonlit sky. We were raised to disappear and never taught to cry. No signal, the sea was somewhere near. I could almost hear the water vanished in the steam. Should I mourn the hand that shaped me? Should I curse the hand that fed? Can a prison be a birthplace? Can a cradle raise the dead? I stood outside the ashes with no prayer and no command. For the first time in my living, nothing waited in my head. But something in me stayed alive. The farm was burning. The farm was burning. Home was never home, but it burned like one. Smoke was lying on the road like an animal asleep. The gate was black against the moon. The hill was hard and steep. I knew the stones beneath my feet. I knew the iron sound, but something in the dark had changed before I turned around. Burning, not loud, not wild, not bright, just a red wound in the valley, opening through the night. Children without birthdays, names written into dust. Rules that made us disappear were turning into rust. The farm was burning, and I could not call it home. Home was never home, but it was all I'd ever known. The farm was burning. Underneath the moonlit sky, we were raised to disappear and never taught to cry. Signal, the sea was somewhere near. I could almost hear the water, but the flames were all I'd hear. Old rooms full of training, old beds without a dream. Every face I tried to remember vanished in the steam. Should I mourn the hand that shaped me? Should I curse the hand that fed? Can a prison be a birthplace? Can a cradle raise the dead? I stood outside the ashes with no prayer and no command. For the first time in my living, nothing waited in my hand. The farm was burning, and I could not call it home. Home was never home, but it was all I'd ever known. The farm was burning. Underneath the I left my glass unfinished by the half-closed door. I've carried too many secrets, too many borrowed names, too many quiet orders, too many hidden flames. In the next life, let me be a tree, standing where the tired people go. Let me keep my branches open when the winter starts to blow. I don't need to be forgiven, I don't need the sky to see. In the next life, let me be a tree, only a tree. There is a son walking somewhere far. He never knew my name, he never knew my scars. I watched him from a distance, like a thief outside the light. I gave him only absence and a shadow in the night. In the next life, let me be a tree, standing where the tired people go. Let me keep my branches open when the winter starts to blow. I don't need to be forgiven, I don't need the sky to see. In the next life, let me be a tree, only a tree. If he runs, let him run farther than the hands that follow me. If he lives, let him live lighter than the blood I could not free. Do not tell him I was sorry, do not tell him I was near. Let the wind say nothing of me, let the leaves erase my fear. In the next life, let me be a tree, evergreen and standing still. Let me give a little shadow at the bottom of the hill. I don't ask to be remembered, I don't ask for mercy's key. In the next life, let me be a tree, only a tree. He never knew my name, he never knew my name. I've carried too many secrets, let me be a tree. Stadium lights were falling down on faces I would never know. 30,000 open mouths and one man in the undertow. I lowered my dark glasses and watched him through the glare. The night was full of strangers, but only he was there. Cold beer, old oil, paper cups, a hand hidden in my sleeve. The louder that the world became, the easier to breathe. The moon bloomed over the noise, like a flower without a voice, wide above the shouting crowd, soft where nothing was allowed. The moon bloomed over the noise, and I made my silent choice. In a city bright with lies, I learned to narrow both my eyes. At men in jerseys, he laughed with no one near, a common tired human shape, too ordinary to fear. But somewhere in the upper seats, a mirrored flash went by, another watcher in the dark, another hidden eye. I was not born for tenderness, I was not raised to stay. I was taught to read a doorway and how a body turns away. But under all that stadium light, a strange thought came to me. The living are so difficult when watched too carefully. The moon bloomed over the noise, like a wound that made no choice, wide above the shouting crowd, soft where nothing was allowed. The moon bloomed over the noise, and I almost lost my poise. For a moment, cold and clear, he looked too human disappear. Mm-hmm. 30,000 voices cracked the evening open wide. I sat behind my borrowed face, with the target at my side. Popcorn in the dirty air, beer foam on his chin. Every curse he threw away pulled the people in. 30,000 voices and only one face, a round man yelling at the field like anger was a place. He rose when they were running, he fell when they were slow. I counted every habit no one else would know. 30,000 voices and only one face. The world can hide a murder in a crowded holy place. 30,000 voices and one breath under mine. I learned to hear the silence inside the loudest time. A flash of mirror glasses cut through the evening heat. Someone else was watching him from 70 meters of seats. I told myself, keep looking, let the false signs pass. But every light that touched him broke against the glass. Some people need a quiet room to make their thinking clear. I need the riot, smoke and noise, the edge of human fear. The louder that the world becomes, the stiller I can be. A knife inside the carnival, a girl nobody sees. 30,000 voices and oleander by the road, pink enough to look like grace. No one fears a pretty thing growing in a public place. I carried one small winter pressed against my palm, a quiet little ending folded into calm. Behind the ear a river, under skin and breath, one clean touch, one open door, one ordinary death. A flower can carry death, a petal can hold fire, a hand can look innocent and still know its desire. A flower can carry death, so beautiful, so still. I was taught to move like mercy and finish like a will. Restroom tiles and white light, water running thin, a man with his back turned and the world not looking in. I changed the tool from left to right, I counted vein and bone. Then a voice behind me called, and I was not alone. No gun, no smoke, no shouting, no story for the street, only poison in a blossom, only silence made complete. But even trained and ready, even cold enough to stand, the first door into killing trembled in my hand. A flower can carry death, a petal can hold fire, a hand can look innocent and still know its desire. A flower can carry death, but the living turn and see, and one small human sentence can loosen everything in me. I called him Onion because his face was round, because I did not want his name to root into the ground. He shouted at the football, he drank his plastic beer, he cursed like any tired man who needed someone near. I called him Onion because layers make you cry, because the closer I became, the less I knew the why. He liked his tofu boiling, he checked his phone alone, he turned his wrist while walking as if testing flesh and bone. I called him Onion, not a monster, not a saint, just an ordinary body with life I could not paint. I called him Onion He saw me before I touched him. He smiled like he had known that someone from the old dark would come for him alone. He asked me for one favor before he let me win, and suddenly the target had a history under skin. If evil had a sharper face, I would have understood. If guilt announced itself aloud, I could have called it good. But he was only sitting there with hunger, age, and breath, a man made out of secrets, making bargains with his death. I called him onion, not a monster, not a saint, just an ordinary body with a life I could not paint. I called him onion, so the name would not remain. But I still smell old oil when the moon begins to rain.
Down below the proper floors, where the daylight never came, we kept a room of broken files and cases without names. They gave us strange assignments, they gave us coffee stains, a list of impossible stories, and people half insane. I thought the job was nothing, a desk, a chair, a wage, until a woman called us from an unwritten page. She said a man was murdered, she said the body fled, she said the room was empty where she had seen him dead. We record what no one believes, the rumor, wound, and lie, the voice that shakes in basements, the proof that won't comply. We record what no one believes, because something may survive in the margin of a file where the missing stay alive. Cursed like thunder, but listened more than most. He said the strangest testimony can be closer than a ghost. So I put down every sentence, every pause and every scar, and the deeper that I listened, the less I knew where we are. Some departments chase the living, some departments count the dead. We sit under fluorescent light and follow what was said. No glory in the basement, no badge against the night, only paper, voice, and patience, and a doubt that might be right. We record what no one believes, the rumor, wound, and lie, the voice that shakes in basements, the proof that won't comply. We record what no one believes until the dark receives one more name, one more breath, one more thing. The world world misleaves. She said the room was open. She said the moon was low. She said a man fell backward where no blood was left to show. She called the number crying, or maybe cold with fear. But every trace of that night found a way to disappear. Nobody in the ledger, no crime scene in the dust. Only one stubborn witness asking whom to trust. There was a case that wasn't there, a death without a chair, a fire without a number, a wound without a tear. There was a case that wasn't there, but she kept breathing air like proof the room had failed to swallow every prayer. The floor had been made clean again. The neighbors had not heard. The city folded into sleep and ate the final word. I listened through the static. I wrote what she had seen. A man erased by morning from the place where he had been. Maybe she was lying. Maybe grief had lost its thread. Maybe every nation keeps a room to hide the dead. But when she said the moonlight was lying on his chest, I heard a door inside me move and could not let it rest. There was a case that wasn't there, a death without a chair, a fire without a number, a wound without a tear. There was a case that wasn't there, but someone had to care for the stories that go missing in the clean official air.
I came in from the station with my badge and tired face, looking for a red-haired woman in a second floor place.
But she sat by the window with her hair pulled back and black, like the file had lost its courage and the truth had changed its track.
You look like every officer
Who thinks the world is sane,
a name card and a coffee,
a polite, forgetful brain.
but I had seen the room go dark.
I had smelled the stranger's sleeve. So don't ask me to soften what you do not yet believe. On the second floor the story changed, over coffee growing cold. Two strangers held a broken page, no proper file could hold. On the second floor the city moved, like nothing had gone wrong. But somewhere under ordinary light, the night became a song.
You spoke like broken weather, sharp enough to cut the air. I tried to stay official, but the file was not all there.
Your voice had too much silence, your anger had a root, and every time you looked away the room went nearly mute.
I don't need you to save me,
I don't need your law.
I need someone to write it down exactly as I saw.
On the second floor the story changed, over coffee growing cold. Two strangers held a broken page, no proper file could hold. On the second floor we did not know what road would make us bend, only that a missing death had taught us to begin. Write my name before the morning, before the fire goes white, before the floor forgets the body, before they clean the night. I have no proof but breathing, no witness but my fear, no law that wants to hear me, no door that keeps me here. Record me before I disappear, before my voice is dust, before the city folds me down with everything it must. Record me before I disappear, before the page turns clear. If I was once alive enough, then write that I was here. In a basement fluorescent shadows hung. You asked me for the smallest facts and waited till they'd come. The paper almost trembled, the ink refused to stay, but still you kept on listening, like listening was a way. I do not need believing as much as I need trace. A line, a mark, a sentence, a small surviving place. The dead are not the only ones who vanish without sound. Sometimes the living disappear while walking above ground. Record me before I disappear, before my voice is dust, before the city folds me down with everything it must. Record me before I disappear, before the page turns clear. If I was once alive enough and right that I was here, right that I was here, right that I was here, before I disappear. I was behind the bathroom door, counting breath and tile. The moon was on the unlit floor, pale and thin as bile. Then came a sound like winter, not thunder, not a cry, a little tear in all the air where a man began to die. Someone crossed the quiet room with practiced, weightless feet, searching drawers and pillows for what he came to meet. I held a flower full of death, useless in my hand. For once I was not the ending I could not understand. I saw what the room forgot, I heard what no one heard, a life erased between two breaths, a body without a word. I saw what the room forgot, moonlight on his chest, and after all the blood was gone, the silence did the rest. Tell me I imagined it, tell me I was wrong, tell me every missing thing was never there for long. But memory has a smell to it, old oil, metal rain, and every time the moon comes in I see that room again. I saw what the room forgot, I heard what no one heard, a life erased between two breaths, a body without a word. I saw what the room forgot and The red car waited in the sun, with all its doors thrown wide. I wanted to keep walking to some city I could hide.
The farm was down the old road, the signal had gone cold. I had 1,000 calculations and no future I could hold.
You smoked beneath the trees like the world had made you tired. I asked you where this place was. You looked like something wired.
I only came to listen, I only came to write.
But every road behind us had disappeared from sight. Which way should I go when the map begins to lie? Which way should I go when the wires leave the sky? If I stay, I lose the road. If I run, I lose your name. Which way should I go when nothing stays the same? Trained to hold the page. Now the orders sound like strangers, and the page becomes a cage.
Maybe we are not companions, maybe only fear is kind.
But your silence walks beside me like a hand I almost find.
Which way should I go
when the map begins to lie? Which way should I go when the wires leave the sky? If I stay, I lose the road. If I run, I lose your name. Which way should I go when nothing stays the same? The road bent toward the water, but the phone had lost the sky. No tower, no small mercy, no message getting by. The sea was close enough to hear, behind the blackened hill. But every line between us had been cut and made still. I held the screen up higher, like prayer could find a bar. The dark replied with nothing from its field of distant stars. Somewhere smoke was rising, somewhere names were gone, somewhere had been left without a dawn, no signal by the sea, no voice returning home, only waves repeating what the wires would not own, no signal by the sea, no answer in my head, just the wind rehearsing sorrow over burned and hidden land. It was not a broken system, it was not a careless night. Someone had closed the circle, someone had killed the light. And standing by the water, I knew with sudden fear, the world can make you vanish while the sea remains so clear. No signal by the sea, no voice returning home, only waves repeating what the wires would not own, no signal by the sea, no warning, no command, only smoke behind the hill and salt against my hand. No signal, no answer, only the sea. The screen lit up the darkness like a candle in a room. A name I did not say aloud returned before the doom. Old hands somewhere typing, slow against the end. Not enough to save us, just enough to send. If this is my last message, read it more than twice. There are truths inside the ordinary, there are warnings under ice. If this is my last message, do not trust the road. Every child we try to shelter carries more than one old code.
She did not write of mercy, she did not write of fear, only where to look again and whom not to draw near.
But between the simple sentences, a sorrow made its mark, like someone locking every door before entering the dark. Some elders become legends, some become a wall, some keep standing quietly until the rafters fall. screen went black as water, and the night closed down. If this is my last message, read it more than twice. There are truths inside the ordinary, there are warnings under ice. If this is my last message, keep moving through the smoke. Some names are not for speaking, some chains are not yet broke. The screen went dark, the room stayed still, her words remained against my will. We slept in numbered silence, we woke before the bell. We learned to fold our childhoods where no one else could tell. Our birthdays came from strangers, our names from fruit and stone. We were given rules for living, but no way to be alone. Shoes lined by the doorway, hands trained not to shake. No photographs, no family songs, no promises to break. The world beyond the fences was a story told in parts. We practiced leaving quietly before we practiced hearts. We were raised to vanish before we learned to stay, raised to cross a room and take our shadows away. We were raised to vanish without a grave or trace, but something human kept returning to the empty place. At night we heard the older ones whisper names like rain, as if remembering too much was another kind of pain. Some went out and never came, some came back with colder eyes. Some forgot the sound of wanting, some forgot the sky. Do not call us monsters, do not call us clean. We were children in a system no child should have seen. We were raised to vanish before we learned to stay, raised to cross a room and take our shadows away. We were raised to vanish, but not all ghosts obey. Some remain inside the living did not choose your footsteps, I did not ask your name. But the road grew dark behind us, and danger learned the same.
You carried all your questions like files against your chest.
I carried colder answers and never let them rest.
You looked at every doorway as if it might breathe fire. You spoke in little fragments of command, escape, desire.
I should have gone back safely to my basement and my chair.
But some stories choose the listener and leave him standing there.
Companions in the dark, not lovers, not yet friends, just two lives walking quietly where the known road ends. Companions in the dark, with the moon behind the cloud. We did not say we needed this, we only stayed aloud. Cigarette ember glow,
A cigarette ember glowed
between the trees and smoke.
for one small human second. No one gave the order, no one spoke.
Maybe trust is not a promise, maybe trust is just a way to keep beside another soul until the break of day. Companions in the dark, not lovers, not yet friends, just two lives walking quietly where the known road ends. Companions in the dark, with no map, no final mark, only breath beside breath. Companions in the dark. Until at evening, the wind moved through the tents. The breakwater held the darkness like a line of old events. Cold fish on a white plate, soju in a glass. People spoke of ordinary things and let the danger pass. The sea was almost gentle, the town was almost kind, but everyone around us had another room in mind. A lighter clicked, a chair moved, someone left too late. Secrets set between us like salt upon the plate. The sea kept our secret, the waves knew what we hid. The wind took every sentence and closed the place it slid. The sea kept our secret under moon and passing foam. We were strangers by the water, trying not to call it home. Some places look so simple, a harbor road in light, until the past comes walking through the kitchen of the night. I tasted smoke and winter, I watched the shoreline bend. The sea gave no forgiveness, but it listened to the end. The sea kept our secret, the waves knew what we hid. The wind took every sentence and closed the place it slid. The sea kept our secret when no one else could know. Oh, and all kept breathing, soft and dark below. The sea kept our secret. The sea kept our secret. Until at evening, the wind moved through the tents. The breakwater held the darkness like a line of old events. Cold fish on a white plate, soju in a glass. People spoke of ordinary things and let the danger pass. The sea was almost gentle, the town was almost kind, but everyone around us had another room in mind. A lighter clicked, a chair moved, someone left too late. Secrets sat between us like salt upon the plate. The sea kept our secret, the waves knew what we hid. The wind took every sentence and closed the place it slid. The sea kept our secret under moon and passing foam. We were strangers by the water, trying not to call it home. Some places look so simple, a harbor road in light, until the past comes walking through the kitchen of the night. I tasted smoke and winter, I watched the shoreline bend. The sea gave no forgiveness, but it listened to the end. The sea kept our secret, the waves knew what we hid. The wind took every sentence and closed the place it slid. The sea kept our secret when no one else could know. Oh, and all kept breathing, soft and dark below. The sea kept our secret. The sea kept our secret. They told us birds meant freedom, white wings above the square. But I have seen the kitchen where symbols lose their air. Feathers in the alley, old oil in the heat. Someone laughed and told me pigeons are only meat. Peace is just a picture. If hunger owns the hand, a prayer becomes a menu in a small and smoky land. The city eats its meanings, then asks what they were for. Bones beside the bottle, ash beside the door. Pigeons are only meat when the knife is clean and neat, when the world is tired of mercy and the poor still have to eat. Pigeons are only meat on a narrow back street. Do not ask the cook for symbols, do not ask the dead for peace. I am tired of white things pretending to be pure, tired of every beautiful lie that makes the wound endure. Give me feathers, blood and weather, give me smoke and broken bread. At least the cruelest hunger knows the language of the dead. Pigeons are only meat when the knife is clean and neat, when the world is tired of mercy and the poor still have to eat. Pigeons are only meat in the city's hidden teeth. No clean wing, no holy sky, only appetite beneath.
He walked past the bathhouse light with steam around his coat. I watched him from the other side with a sentence in my throat. He bought the same cheap meal again, sat where he always sat. I knew the shape of his silence, but could not answer that. He never knew I was near, he never knew my name. I stood outside his weather and carried all the blame. He never knew I was near, not father, not a ghost, only a man across the street, loving what he lost. I gave him no beginning, no stories, no old scars, no hand upon his shoulder, no map beneath the stars. I thought that distance saved him, I thought my absence paid. But blood has its own shadow, no matter where it's laid. If he runs, let him run farther than the doors that followed me. If he lives, let him live cleaner than the names I could not free. Do not tell him I was sorry, do not give him. Let him keep his ordinary life beyond the reach of us. He never knew I was near, he never knew my name. I stood outside his weather and carried all the blame. too red to be the dawn, a place where every vanished name kept quietly living on. Some called it a person, some called it a road, some called it the final task no one could decode. The farm was smoke behind us, the sea was salt ahead. The records kept on trembling with the living and the dead. We followed broken messages through stations, rooms, and rain. Every answer turned to rumor, every rumor turned to name. We met at the equator of the night, where memory and mercy divide, where orders lose their iron and the heart has nowhere to hide. We met at the equator of the night, not to win and not to be right, only to stand for a moment between erasure and light. If you are a man, then breathe. If you are a myth, remain. If you are only a border drawn through blood and rain. We were raised without a future, we were trained without a past. But somewhere on that red line, something human tried to last. We met at the equator of the night, where memory and mercy divide, where orders lose their iron and the heart has nowhere to hide. We met at the equator of the night, with no anthem, no final fight, only names the dark remembered, only one thin line of light. One breath, one